Hello, hello, welcome to my channel. It's Brooke-Sidney here, your favorite mindset and manifestation coach. And today I wanted to talk about how to use detachment to manifest anything you want, that SP, that new job, more money, whatever it is. But before I do, I want to remind you there are two ways to work with me. One is one-on-one coaching, the other is email. That information is listed below. And I offer two communities for those of us on this amazing manifestation journey. That information is also below. So today I wanted to talk about how to use detachment to manifest anything that you want. And before I jump into the how to, let me at first explain what I think is detachment. And detachment is simply not allowing yourself to remain fixed and stuck and focused on what you don't have and what is not here yet. And we do that by, I have 4 ways that I help you to detach from it so you can manifest whatever you want. You can manifest a specific person. You can manifest more money, a better job, a vacation. The sky is the limit when we learn how to use the power of detachment. So for many of us, and it's very similar to kind of what I talked about yesterday, so I'll tag that video about leaving the 3D past in the past to manifest, is that so many of us need to detach from the past. We need to detach from whatever we think is what we're currently manifesting, right? We need to detach from the 3D. We need to detach from the things that are triggering us. And by detaching, meaning no longer focusing, no longer giving our attention to, no longer thinking about it. The second thing that we need to do is detach from the old story. I talk about this a lot, especially when we're manifesting a specific person. So I will tag that video. But really, oftentimes, we have created a story in our minds around whatever it is we're trying to manifest. If it's a person, it could be a story around your relationship, a story around your breakup, a story around what love looks like or how love gets to work out or not work out. If it's work, it could be a story around how hard it is to find a job, about how your coworkers never seem to like you, or how you never get promoted, how opportunities don't open up. These are all stories. I know when we're going through them, they feel like reality. It looks like your 3D reality. But in essence, when we boil it all down, it is how our minds have been programmed. And don't worry about blame. And I think I'll tag that video because it's so important. I think blame and detachment, all of these things go together when we're learning how to kind of elevate here. Because oftentimes some of the things that we've picked up along the way, they weren't ours. They were implanted from birth. They were given to us. They're in society. But once we are able to see them as a story, and especially an old story, we can detach from that and then get to writing the new one, right? We can detach from the old way that we think about things. The third thing that we want to do is we want to detach from the old you, right? There's so many aspects to ourselves that served us in a time before now. Like, whatever happened to you, maybe you've gone through a divorce. Well, the person that had to go through the divorce, that old form of you was needed, right? It was needed in that time period. But now the new form of you that's open to love, open to marriage again, open to a relationship, that's the person that you want to step into. So you want to detach from that old version of you, right? Or let's use money. Maybe, for example, a long time ago, maybe when you first got out of college, you were trying to find your first job. And then you were like, I just need to make $30,000 a year. I need to make $40,000 a year. That old you got to that goal. They hit it. I love to think the old me or think the old you, and now detach from the old you that only makes 30 or 40,000 and start to attach, script, visualize, affirm the new you that makes 100,000, 200,000, $1 million, whatever it is your heart's desire. I love, this is kind of like one of my personal tricks or, tips is I love to release or detach in gratitude. This is kind of a bonus thing here. It's coming up, so I know that I need to share it. Think the old you, think the old story, think the past. It got you to where you are now. And if we can release it in love and release it in gratitude and detach from it, it makes it so much easier to create the new story, to create the new you, to create from this present moment, to create the new future, right? Your new reality, especially if we let go in love and we let go and thank all that has come before, right? We've got the lessons. Thank you for the lessons from the past. Thank you from the lessons from the old story. And thank you from the lessons from the old you, right? So that's kind of a bonus thing. And then the fourth thing that we really want to detach from when we want to manifest anything is truly any lack and scarcity thoughts. I know when we're going through tough moments, trials, or when we're in the process of manifesting something and it hasn't happened, we often can hear those negative thoughts. Oh, you're never going to get it. It's not going to happen. Money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work so hard for things. All of these are thoughts that are based in lack, scarcity, or otherwise negative. Really try to keep yourself detached from those type of thoughts. When they come up, I like to do cancel, clear, delete, think them, release them, and then quickly either use revision and I can tag that, revise on the spot, or just flip it and reverse it, right? Go back to your affirmations that you've been using. Go back to the script that you've written out on how it gets to work for you. Be focused and intentional on dropping and detaching from all of that, from any thoughts that make you feel less than, any thoughts that make you feel lack. And I had someone recently ask me, well, how do you know when you're in lack? And how do you know when you're in a negative space or feeling scarcity? I believe, and it's been my experience and my clients' experience, that you know it because you can feel it. Negative thoughts don't feel good. Lack thoughts don't feel good. Anything telling you that you can't do something, anything telling you that you can't have something, anything trying to hold you back from God's best, lack. That is not you. We are here to be abundant. We are here to walk in purpose, in joy, in peace, and in love. And anything that is saying the opposite, either a voice that you hear in your head or a way that you've been thinking for a long time, or even someone that's telling it to you, I always say cancel, clear, delete, and start to focus on the thoughts and the ways of feeling and being and thinking and moving that are in alignment with what it is that you are working on having, developing into, being a receptor for, being in alignment with. That is your manifestation. So when we learn how to detach from the past, which is the old, right? Detach from the way that we used to think, the way that we used to believe, the way that life used to work out for us. We detach from the old story around how things are, the old story around the relationship, the old story around love and money and work and family and whatever is your goal. And we detach from the old you, right? We always have to release something to bring something else in. It just works like that. There's space. It provides space for the new. So when we lovingly let go and we lovingly detach and we think whatever was here prior, because it did provide us with protection, it did provide us oftentimes with it reveals the next level if you're paying attention. So detach from the old you and then detach from any lack and scarcity thoughts and know that you are the one to replace them with the beauty and the power and the abundance that is you when you tap into it, and you can create your new goal, your new reality, your new story, your new manifestation from that point. So I'm excited to hear what you're detaching from. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like this video, and turn that bell on because I drop videos daily. See you soon.